As the title says, ladies and gentlemen, down $2,000. This happened last month, but I'm finally in a position comfortable enough to talk about it. Remember, my past couple of videos, I've been talking about like vices and stuff like that, and just being out here and not just doing anything and not having attachments or addictions. My personal thing that I like to do when I get back on land is sports bet. Not sports bet, but just bet in general. Roulette, blackjack, slots, just hit the casino when I get home and just try and flip my money, It took me a while when I first got into the industry. I'd say my second or third year, it wasn't right off the rip, but it was just like a slow. I was gambling before I even came into the industry. I was gambling when I was at the warehouse. I'd take a whole $1,000 and go. I pay my bills up, and then I'd take 1,000 at least and just go to the casino. You know what I'm saying? And try and hit. And just thinking back then, that's just like over 4 years ago. Just thinking then, it's like it never manifested into nothing. I never was like, all right, I got a good payout and I'm just gonna stay out of here. And that never happened. You know what I'm saying? And this is when I first moved to another state. So I got the warehouse gig, living in Delaware. You know what I'm saying? I moved from Virginia to Delaware, and then I started a warehouse gig, but Virginia didn't have casinos at the time. Now they do. Delaware did. It was like right around the corner from my house. I'm like, whatever. Let's get up here and let's try and do something. It's fun. It's exciting. I never been to a casino before, so I used to talk shit to the homies at the warehouse. I used to say, hey man, when I hit motherfucking big, I'm quitting, man. Fuck this. I don't need this shit. And that was always my line. I always used to say that shit. They used to laugh. Cause I was serious, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm gonna really hit this casino and come up and not have to work for the warehouse no more. That job used to be tough sometimes, It is what it is. So since then, I had my streaks of gambling, and then I had my breaks in between, And so that was one thing that I've been dealing with on and off. While being a sailor now at this point, sailor / entrepreneur, because this probably my last year sailing. So I'm just opening up to you guys, let y'all know that I ain't perfect, man. So just last month, I lost $2,000, man, hanging out with the homies on the last ship I was on within the same company, but I'm on another ship. I kept overhearing, we outside painting the deck, doing whatever. I'm doing trim here, trimming this and trimming that, and they over here talking about sports betting. Which when I used to go to the casino on land, I used to walk right past the sports betting joint. I ain't understand that shit. I looked at all the fucking parlay, pick 4, pick 3. I'm like, I don't understand this shit. And I didn't want to ask to, because it was embarrassing to like not know how to sports bet. I didn't want to be like the oddball, like just in there, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Unders and overs and stuff like that, +3, minus, whatever. It's like, what? And it's so different. It ain't straightforward. You actually have to study that stuff a little bit. You have to know the teams and all this stuff. I'm not even into sports like that, so that was never really appealed to me. So fast forward to like a month ago, I was on the ship with a couple guys that kept talking about it, and I'm like, I kept trying to block it out. I kept trying to like not acknowledge that they was over there winning, and I'm sitting up here like low key listening, like, all right, that's crazy how they winning. They put a small amount of money in and just flipped it like 3, 4, 5 times. I'm like, dang. So next thing you know, I got pulled into the hype, of them winning. I'm like, all right. So like I said, $2,000 down. This is after I won. My first time sports betting, I won. I'm not glorifying it. I won. I put in like $150. I won like $1,500. The homie, I followed the homie's picks. I was like, cool. Next thing you know, this is an online casino. This ain't just so I wasn't even hip to the online gambling. I wasn't even interested because I was just trying to stay clean. But next thing you know, I had to download a couple of these DraftKings and Bravado, and transfer money through Bitcoin and stuff like that. It was a whole little whatever. I did all that. Next thing you know, outside of sports betting, of course, like I said, I was playing blackjack on lane and stuff like that. Boom, next thing you know, I'm playing blackjack. I'm playing the slots online. I'm on a ship, making money daily, but spending money, And so, yeah, it was definitely a lesson learned. So don't come out here with no vices, especially if you want to obtain anything or make it somewhere. I can't tell you what to do, but I know that I don't want to be into that no more. I'm trying to stay clean from gambling. I'm trying to stay clean from, tricking off my money on dumb shit, addictions and vices. I'm not out here to chase that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here to manifest that. That's not how you manifest. You know what I'm saying? And so this ebook I got coming out, 7 Steps of Manifesting, is a lessons that I've learned. It's only 7 steps, but they're disciplines that I'm excited to share with you guys that's been working for me to be able to stay humble and stay clean off, and how to manifest. The book is very soon to come out. Very, very digestible, very small ebook. So trust me when I tell you, man, like $2,000, I could have paid my bills up. I could have put that towards my business I'm starting. I could have just had that as an emergency fund, on a cut in the side. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to trigger off that money like that. So again, that's my lesson that I've learned. And since splitting up from that group, because I was on the last ship with them homies, one of the homies ended up coming to this ship that I'm on because we were short-handed. And one of the first things I asked him was, "How much did you lose, man?" Yeah, he was like 150. You know what I'm saying? He already knew what I was talking about. So that means, like, again, some people don't want to admit they got an addiction, but I'm definitely, be real with y'all, and I'm not completely over it. Sometimes I think about it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something I'm super proud of. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, dang, think about all the money I done spent. Think about all the money I done blew gambling. I could have. This was all the lessons. Took me this long to learn my lesson, to be able to say, hey, okay, I just want to get this amount of money so I can open up this business. Not really knowing what I wanted to do. So now I'm at the point where I know what I want to do. So there's no question about, I just need this X amount of money to do it. It's like, no, I already know what I want to do. I don't need a certain amount of money to do it. I'm just going to work towards it and save it to be able to do what I want to do. I'm not going to use a casino as a means to be able to get a lump sum of cash. I'm just going to have the discipline to save my money. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. So yeah, y'all be easy, man. It's Catch Visuals. I wanted to share that with y'all. So y'all, hopefully, if anybody that's watching my video has a gambling problem, this video may help you. And if it can't help you and you just are curious to know, yeah, here you go. All right, Catch Visuals.